1 and a 2. Okay, guys, we're back. The Fintastic 4. Why? I don't know. I really don't know. Guys, the season ended. A lot of things has happened since we had our last show. And Jeff wanted to get this podcast in now after the draft and everything. So, Jeff, you take it from here.
I'll take it from here. Okay. We had our first mini camp, rookie mini camp today. And earlier I was listening to all the interviews with the players from minicamp, and I'll just say that they said all the right things. They didn't say anything unusual, so that's that. But one thing that was noted from the rookie minicamp is that the team is getting bigger. We're getting bigger and we're getting stronger. So that's a good sign, I think, but you never know, So hopefully that'll happen.
Well, let's backtrack a little bit here.
Okay.
Season's over. We suck. The best news is during the season we got rid of Greer. We all in agreement with that. That was something that should have happened 5 years ago, but it finally happened. Then we got rid of Tua. Now, I like Tua. I think he's a nice guy. I think he tried hard, but
he needed another start, and he needed a new start. Let's face it.
Not to get off on a total Tua rant, but Tua is going to be a backup for a couple of years in Atlanta, and then he's going to retire. I mean, he's never going to be a starter again in any team unless Atlanta, all their quarterbacks get injured or something. Anyway, we get the Dolphins sign new general manager, John Eric Sullivan.
Sully.
22 years of the Green Bay Packers.
In the Green Bay Packers system's not bad.
Then, of course, we get rid of McDaniels. I'm not so sold on that move. I think McDaniels suffered because he had Greer giving him the players.
No, he just sucked as a head coach. Nothing against him. Great offensive minds. Not a head coach yet.
That's it.
We have a Green Bay head coach. So we have a Green Bay general manager. And so what do? We turn around and get a Green Bay head coach.
Well, Green Bay defensive coordinator.
Who's now our head coach.
Never been a head coach. So we're back in the same.
Yeah.
We've got a rookie head coach, which I did not want. I wanted somebody that was established in the league with a reputation.
But this is common, right? I'm just happy we didn't get somebody from the Jets.
Yeah.
And we got the Jets coach, and we got the Jets backup guy, and we got the Jets this, the Jets that, right? I mean, if it's going to be Green Bay, it's going to be a team, Green Bay's not a bad team to cherry pick some people from.
The thing is, the NFL, if you're a good head coach, you already have a job.
Yeah.
Really good winning head coaches aren't out there looking for jobs. They're not ready to and let's face it, if you're a guy who people want or looking, other teams are talking to be a head coach, Miami probably isn't high on your list right now if you look at all the history this team's had.
But those kinds of coaches want to reload. Mm-hmm. They don't want to rebuild.
Yeah. And to keep up with the whole Green Bay thing, we got a quarterback for Green Bay and a new defensive coordinator from Green Bay.
So I want to know what you guys think about the draft. How did we draft? Did we have a good draft? Did we have a bad draft? Who's your favorite player that we drafted? Go.
Don't everybody jump in at
Nick, say something. Nick. Everybody, shh. Nick's going to say something profound.
Profound. The draft did not go the way I thought they were going to do it. But when you look at their picks, they made what they felt was the best available pick each time. Getting Rodriguez in the second round, they felt like he was going to be gone a lot earlier, so they took him. Was it something we needed in that moment? Maybe not. We probably could have used a different position, but if he's the best player, I like it. I think he's going to be really good, and I think he's probably, based on where he got picked, he's probably going to be your best talent.
No.
I like
Look,
who was the wide receiver?
Celeb.
Bell.
Yeah.
I like that one too. We need a
With
guy
the
with
with
some
the
height.
bad knee.
But you know what? If it works out, it's worth it because we haven't had a guy with some size to get a 50-50 ball since Devontae Parker.
Mm.
Look, I think the first round was all foundation, right? We got two players. Did we get the best player at the time when we picked Proctor? No, right? But we needed a really good offensive lineman. And we've heard some things about this guy, but he's 6'7", 350. His numbers coming out of the combine were out. If you look at his tape, the left side of our line is solidified at this point. Okay, so
Huge.
he's going to be making big holes. On the flip side, we went and got a cornerback, which was the second best cornerback coming out of college football. So and he didn't have any touchdowns scored on him in the last year of his play. So he was real good. First round, pure foundational. We took those picks because those were the picks that we needed the most. The second round was all about value and needs. Right. When you look at the second round, Jacob Rodriguez came up first. Nobody thought he was going to be there. It was super value at that pick. Right. And he may be a little bit undersized, but we've had undersized linebackers that come out of Texas Tech that are really super smart, like this kid. I look for good things coming out of Jacob Rodriguez, not to mention his leadership skills. Nothing but good. Everybody thought that the Jacob Rodriguez pick at that point was probably a steal for the Dolphins, right? Then we picked up Celeb Douglas from Texas Tech, and that was the one where everybody thought he should have been going in the third round, right? But again, he's a tall kid. What he does well is he separates, right? So he's not going to be running shoulder to shoulder with guys, right? He's going to get past guys and he's going to make big catches, right? And not to mention the kid is like a 4.3 40. So he's super fast. He's replacing Tyreek, right? And Waddle wishes he was 4.3 40s, right? And so at the end of the day, that was big. And then we picked up another wide receiver that was kind of development. That was kind of iffy too. People didn't think that he was going to be going in the third round, right? He had the Bell, the one that you were talking about, Nick, Chris Bell from Louisville. But if he comes back anywhere near what he had, then he's probably the steal of the draft, right? Because he was supposed to go in the top 10, and we ended up getting him in the third round. If it wouldn't have been for his knee, round 3, 4, and the rest of it, all depth and development, right? And there's a couple of gems in there. I can't believe we still had a couple of really good picks in the third and fourth round. But that's the way I look at it. First round was foundational. Second round was all needs and value, and after that, it was all just we're going to stack them up and let the cream rise to the top. I thought we had some good. We overall, if you look at our, the way we picked, a lot of the players that we picked ended up above average for where we were supposed to pick, right? So when you grade us based on the player that we got, the value that we got at the position that we had a pretty good we had one of the better drafts. That's my take on the draft.
I
Jeff,
think
give it.
five. Can I add to that
I'll
real
go,
quick?
Nick. Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
think five, at least five of those guys are going to be starters. Maybe even seven of them out of those 13 picks we took. Go ahead, Jeff.
Jeff.
Well, the question was, who was your favorite? And my favorite is the guy with the knee injury that
Oh, really?
was probably not going to start
Chris
right away.
Bell.
Chris Bell. He was projected to be a first round draft pick until he hurt his knee. The game he had against the Miami Hurricanes last year, he single handedly
That's what it was. One of our losses last year, right? Yeah.
He ran by everybody on the Hurricanes team. Now, we're talking first round draft picks. He ran by them, and So they say that he had the knee surgery back in November, I think, and they say he's now running 18 miles an hour. I said like faster recovery than most people, which I think is a little too soon. But he's probably not going to be ready for the preseason. He's probably not going to be ready for the regular season. He's somebody that we'll probably see maybe halfway through the season that'll come in and give us a boost. But as far as value, like you're talking about value pick, we got a first rounder in the third round, you
Huge.
know, and these, ACL knee surgeries and everything, they're a dime a dozen now. It's like if you tear your ACL, it's no problem. In the past, it would end your career. Now it's like, okay, a year and a half, you're back to 100%. It's sort of like Tommy John surgery in baseball. Back then, back in the day, it was a huge thing, but now like every pitcher gets Tommy John surgery and they're back in a year and a half, better than ever usually.
Yeah.
All right. To answer Jeff's question first, my favorite pick is Max Llewellyn, round 7, an edge rusher, a big old Iowa farm boy with a porn star mustache. What's not to love? Come on.
Our new middle linebackers also got the porn stash going.
I'm looking at this draft where I would say normally you're doing good if you get 3 starters out of a draft, but we've let go so many players. We're probably, like Nick said, probably going to have 5 players starting out of this draft. If the Dolphins have 3 solid players, I'll be happy. I don't see anybody on this draft who 3 years from now we're going to go, oh man, he's an all pro. He's a potential Hall of Famer. But these are some solid picks. This team is totally rebuilding. You remember back when the NFL had expansion and how bad those teams were? This is basically what we're looking at here. Except for Achane, most of the players, the marquee players, they're gone on this team.
So after the draft, the power rankings had us at 31, right? And then after the draft, they were like, okay, 32.
That's what I'm saying. Every power ranking's got Miami last or next to last.
That's right.
And I don't disagree with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we're behind the 8 ball. I mean, new systems, new players, right? We're gonna play some really tough games. We got to play. We got to play the what's it called? The same division that Green Bay's in. I think we got to play San Francisco, right? We got to play some tough teams this year. It's not going to be easy, and neither Buffalo's not going to be a pushover.
They're going to be as bad as the Jets are, but the Jets are bad because they suck.
Yeah.
The Dolphins have been mediocre for the last 20 years. Okay, 20 some years. This year they're going to suck, but they suck because they want to suck. They cleaned house. Okay.
Hey,
They might pull a few victories out there. We're gonna go, yay! All right, great. But this team is. It's not. I'm not hating on them. That's the plan.
Yeah.
There's nobody there.
Just see some.
Snap your fingers and turn a crappy team into a great team in one season.
Just some flashes of brilliance this year.
It's happening.
Right every once in a while.
So let me disagree with that.
Go ahead, Jeff.
I think we, at this point right now, we have a better quarterback than we had last year. Okay. We have a better offensive line than we had last year. Okay. Potentially with our new star cornerback, we're going to have a better defense with a better inside middle linebacker that's going to stop the run. I actually think we're going to improve from our last year's team. As far as win-loss total, I think we're going to do better. Now, I don't know if we're going to win the division or anything like that, but I think at this point we have a better team. We're actually running the same Shanahan West Coast offense that that McDaniel ran. So it's really not a new system for our offensive players. Our head coach now is a former defensive coordinator. He's going to come in and straighten that defense out. We got a bunch of run stoppers. So I actually think we're going to be an improvement over last year, and we may even make the playoffs. That's my prediction. I know you guys think that we're going to, finish last, but I differ.
I agree with Jeff. Our new coach is going to build his playbook and the scheme around the players. It's not like McDaniel with all his crazy shifty stuff. I need all the fast guys. I need this. I need that. No, I have these players. This is what we're going to do with these players. This is what they're good at. So let's get ready. Let's be positive. I think this could be a 10-win team.
And that's exactly what Don Shula did. He changed with the players that he had. He went from a running team in 1982 that went to the Super Bowl with a backup quarterback basically, and then they drafted Dan Marino and then turned the league on fire. Just
how many
changed
Super Bowls did they win? How many Super Bowls did they win
after that?
How many Super Bowls did they win? How
many
Super Bowls did they win? How many playoff games did they win?
But I'm just saying that Shula was able to adapt to the players that he had. He changed the entire offense when they drafted Dan Marino and they put him out on the field. The entire offense changed, and it was because of the Dan Marino and the team that he had. He no longer tried to be a running team that was just going to steamroll people. They became one of the most prolific offenses of all time. Really.
Okay.
Shula was able to adapt and change his philosophy as needed.
We got to stop comparing these guys to Don Shula. That's the first thing. That's the first thing we got to do.
Listen, man, Malik Willis might be a workman-like quarterback, but let's be honest, he's a guy who was traded by the Tennessee Titans to Green Bay for a 7th-round draft pick. Okay, and then Green Bay goes, okay, it's enough. We'll let him go. Okay, after 2 years. He's
a good guy. He's a character guy.
He's a character. He might be a good guy. I think what we're looking at, he's a guy who's not going to turn over the ball a lot.
There you go.
That's one thing.
He could take off running in the first year. We need a running.
He's going to be taking off running a lot because I don't know what Jeff's talking about. This offensive line, it sucked last year. It's not going to get much better this year.
They have to stay healthy.
They drafted an offensive tackle in the first round, but that remains to be seen how he works out.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm saying the Dolphins are going to suck this year. I'm not mad about it, though.
Yeah, I mean, come
on. It hasn't been working for the last 20. It hasn't been working since in this millennia.
Yeah.
Okay, it's time. Enough's enough. Greer's gone after 10 plus years.
We're used to this.
Everything, just clear house. Let's start all over again, and I'm all for it.
And those are the mitigating circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
Have we even had a real practice yet? We're already ruling out.
Who's ruled out?
The team. We're ruling them out for the season.
Roll out.
It's that year.
Roll out.
I'm going to be watching the Dolphins this year, not looking for wins. I'm going to say, okay, that left tackle, he's good. We got to keep him. He's something we can keep. That defensive end, oh, God, he blows. Get rid of him. Let him go. Cut him loose. Okay. This is what we're going to be seeing. This is what we got to look. We're going to see with the new coach what type of offense we're going to have. We're going to see what kind. We had a sort of an idea. Well, he's a defensive guy. So look at the defense of the Green Bay Packers. Pretty good defense. Haven't seen any free agents signed by the Dolphins this year. Anything?
I'm so excited to have Jacob Rodriguez on our team.
We have no money.
I had no idea who that kid was until I went and watched film, and I was like, you know what? I like that. That's good. It'll be exciting to watch him next to Brooks.
That's what I love about the NFL draft. Everybody's an expert. Everybody sees all this stuff.
Yeah.
And let's face it, teams get it wrong more than half the time on their picks.
They didn't get it wrong with Brooks, and they just
did a good job.
Yeah.
But Nick,
statistically, Green Bay did a pretty good job in selecting their draft picks over the past few years. They've ended up with a decent amount of young, talented guys that are still around. So I'm holding out hope that they did it right and they knew what they were looking at. And
I hope I'm wrong. I hope the Dolphins take the AFC East and just march all the way to the Super Bowl.
I need to see them on the field first before I can give you an opinion. But I think this team, looking at it on paper, can have a fun year.
It'll
Well,
be
good. I want to go back and address the quarterback that Tony was talking about that Green Bay just cast aside. When Green Bay starter was injured, it was last year or the year before, and he came in and played a couple of games. The guy, he was a baller. I mean, people couldn't believe how good he was playing and running that offense. And he's got an arm. There's nobody that's going to outrun his arm. There's going to be a lot of deep balls.
We got a guy. 4-3 in the 4.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They'll be able to reach him. It won't be like Tua, where he has to throw it 2 days beforehand. This guy can see it and get the ball down the field.
I see some frozen ropes,
And then also I want to address the offensive line, saying the offensive line sucked. Well, last year Austin Jackson, our right tackle, was injured and didn't come back in until halfway through the season. So we picked up in our draft maybe the best offensive lineman. He was a left tackle, but he's moving to left guard. So our left side of our line is, I think the shortest guy on the left side is like 6'6", 6'7", 330 something pounds. Can you imagine the holes these guys are going to open up for Achane? With his speed, that hole only has to open for a split second, and he's through it and he's gone. And with that running game, we've also picked up some power running backs that are going to be short yardage guys that defenses are going to have to pull safeties up to stop our running game. And when they do that, then we're going over the top for sure. That's why I'm predicting that we're going to have a better record this year than we had last year and possibly make the playoffs.
Well, I hope at the end of the season, Jeff gets
it's a rebuild and everything, but you have to look at what New England did. New England the year before last won 3 games. Mm-hmm. They went to the Super Bowl last year. Okay, in one season, from 3 wins to the Super Bowl, so it can be done. And I just hope we have a good game day coach, because that was what I had my big problem with McDaniel was. He had a great offensive mind. He could prepare the team. Those guys were ready with the motion and all that. They knew what was going on, but on game day, he stunk up the place. He couldn't read the game as far as making adjustments and doing what needed to be done on game day. And I hate to compare him to Cristobal from the University of Miami, but he's like the same thing. He's great at recruiting players. He's great at getting the team ready and getting them out on the field. But game day, the reason why they lost the national championship was because of his game day coaching, in my opinion. They should have won that game.
The reason Miami lost that game is because they decided that Mendoza has to win the national championship.
Can we go back to the Patriots and talk about their head coach?
Dude, I am he's like my now favorite head coach in the NFL, man. He's coaching an NFL team and he's got some hot chick on the side. Come on, man. Belichick had to go down to college.
26-year-old.
Belichick had to drop down to college level to have that kind of action going on.
Must be something in the water.
Let's see what kind of year they have this year.
Well, my point was that it can be done in one season. And we weren't that bad. I mean, we didn't make the playoffs, but we were close.
No, we weren't.
We beat Buffalo.
As long as we beat the Jets.
We beat Buffalo at home.
Honestly, if they end the season, I'll be more than happy if Jeff said, "I told you so" to me. Okay? I'll be really happy. I'll buy him a beer.
all know the beer.
I'll even let Nick kiss you.
So in the undrafted free agents, we picked up this kid, Jim Boniface, center, 6'5", 320 pounds. Nebraska, Omaha. Corn-fed.
Another corn-fed guy.
The thing was, the center last year was our best offensive lineman, actually.
Yeah,
I think.
but we didn't have a backup, right?
No.
Got a wide receiver from Indiana, Donovan McCulley. Massive target, 6'5", provides physical contrast to Miami speedsters.
The guy Mendoza threw to.
Yeah.
He's not
Ole Miss safety, Lewis Moore. High IQ safety, provides depth, secondary field, new face.
These guys are basically training camp bodies, basically.
Yeah.
If one or two of them actually make
6'5", 320. Some of these guys have been kind of panned out for us in the last few years. So we got.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We've gotten bigger and stronger. That's what today's first practice kind of showed, was that the players on the field are bigger and stronger. So that can't be bad.
Well, Miami's going to be bringing a lot of wide receivers. They're going to be bringing a lot of defensive line guys. They're going to be bringing a lot of everybody. You're going to see a lot of names coming in and out, play a couple of games, and go, hey, whatever happened to that guy?
The wide receiver position is our most wide open position battles, I think, going into the season, as far as we really have no set starters or first string guys. That's wide open in my opinion. The defensive line's kind of set, the linebackers kind of set, maybe the defensive backfield is a little bit wide open, but I think the wide receiver position is where we're going to see the most competition.
Undrafted free agent, Anthony Hankerson, running back, Oregon State, high volume runner, adds depth to the backfield.
When does the training camp open? Not till July, right?
July.
The official.
There'll be a couple of mini camps, I think, in between.
Yeah.
We'll try to get out there.
Yeah, mini camps are when some guy has one good day to mini camp and everybody anoints them as the next second coming of who can I say? OJ Simpson.
It's open for the media, the press people that have podcasts and things, and we weren't invited, so we need to get on that list.
Hey, so I want to talk about one undrafted free agents, because we had like 3 of them that were like huge roster notables, right? One of them was Mark Gronowski, quarterback, Iowa State. He's a jackrabbit, right? 3-time champion, 11,000 yards, over 100 and something touchdowns. This guy's won 3 national championships, and he's like 6'5", runs like the wind with like hair.
You're lucky if that guy's emergency third quarterback.
How
come Miami didn't draft that guy out of Vanderbilt? The guy who came in, what's his name? The Munchkin came in second in the Heisman with the mouth.
No idea.
Who's that quarterback who lost to Mendoza for the Heisman? The quarterback from Vanderbilt, who everybody hates.
He signed with the Ravens.
The Ravens finally.
Yeah, exactly. 3-year contract.
That poor guy's gonna have the crap beat out of him in training camp.
He's like 5'9". Yeah. Have you seen him next to Jackson? Right, like Jackson's like what, 6'4", 6'3", something like that. They're like, it's incredibly.
With that mouth and that attitude, he's gonna walk into the Ravens training camp.
He's gonna be the backup. He's gonna see the field.
He's not gonna see anything.
He's gonna see the field. If he's the backup, he's gonna see the field, because Jackson's gonna go down. He's gonna tweak his ankle, some shit like that, and the Ravens are gonna roll out a 5'9" quarterback. It's gonna be awesome.
It's still taller than Tua was.
Is he? No, I think the two is like 6. This guy's like, you got to take the combine numbers because they don't fudge the combine numbers, right?
Backer for the Ravens is Tyre Huntley.
And the guy's like 5'9", 7 8.
They get it down to the quarter of an inch.
Diego Pavia's fourth on the Ravens depth chart. Okay,
He's gonna be before it's
now.
over. He's gonna be backing him up, baby.
Yeah,
he's the depth chart behind Skylar Thompson. Okay,
Hey,
familiar face.
our favorite guy.
I love Skyler.
all right, guys. We got about a couple months before we'll be back here for when spring training starts, and we can start complaining. And we lost Jeff. Oh, he's back. God damn it.
He keeps
Anyway.
losing. He keeps losing it.
I'm trying to get used to the Zoom again, so I'm kind of screwing up over here.
Hey,
And we're not doing spring training this year, Tony. We're doing training camp.
Training camp. That's true. Sorry, I'm a baseball guy. What can I say?
Yeah,
we have the schedule next week.
Spring is officially over, by the way.
So, guys, come on, like, share, give us some comments, ask us some questions. We'll be back in a few weeks once everything starts to settle down and we know who's on what team and what's going on. And who knows? Maybe the Dolphins pick up some free agents and actually make some moves. We'll never know. So, I want to thank Nick. I want to thank Jeff, and I want to thank Jose. I'm Big Tony, Anthony Castanera. You love me, you hate me. I don't care. Just look at me.
I love to hate you.
How can we not, Tony?
Three primetime games next week.
We'll be back soon with another great episode of the Fintastic Four. Chaucito, guys.